everybody, Sid and Sean here again. Today we want to talk about webinars, and there'll be other videos on webinars, but today we want to share one tip that we've been able to implement that's been able to improve our webinars to a point where about 70% of people who watch the webinar schedule a meeting. But before we get into that, I wanted Sid to talk about the first webinar we ever did.
Oh man, you wanted to start there, huh? Embarrassing. So everybody, our first webinar we ever did, I think we had expected 100 people to show up and spend a bunch of time and effort on it. Sean could dig into that a little further in a minute, but we had a grand total of 7 people show up for the webinar. It was bad, and the bad part of it is you can see how many people show up. It shows the number of attendees in the corner. I expected there to be 100 or 120 people, and 7 people showed up. So the webinar ended up getting 0 meetings. We spent weeks and thousands of dollars on marketing it. It was a joke, and I didn't do a good job because I wasn't motivated when I saw 7 people showing up. So it was just a rough event. So Sean, I'll let you take it from there and fill the rest of the blanks in.
Yeah, this isn't the tip we're going to share, but something Sid had me start doing after that was to put a little sticker covering the total people that were joining, so he wouldn't be affected by what was
don't ever show me how many people show up, because that way I'll be passionate regardless of what's happening. Otherwise, when I see there's 3 people showing up, boy, not a good, or 7 wasn't good.
So the tip we wanted to talk about was keeping people engaged, and it's a webinar, so you're not like in front of people. And so when we first started doing these, we would ask very little questions. Like, it was just kind of doing our presentation and hoping that there's someone on the other side listening and engaged. But over time, we got a lot better and figured out that we needed to keep people engaged, and we also wanted them to kind of be shaking their head throughout the whole thing and agreeing with us. And so we started asking questions like, "Are you ready to get started?" Like it's a simple question. Do you want to, you want a successful retirement, right? Or, who wants to travel during retirement? So just basic questions. But Sid, as you started implementing this, what was some of the impact you've been able to experience for your business?
Well, we were able to, by what you put together, Sean, we were able to, in the meeting or the webinar, you're really trying to stack, as Sean calls it, you're stacking all this positive information to get to the end. And lots of times people do webinars, you think because the great information you're giving people, that's going to get meetings. That is not going to get meetings. You're not going to close people because you're the most brilliant person and because you gave them this earth-shattering information, because you told them how interest rates are moving, and because Powell, or this, that, and the other. That's not what's going to get it. You've got to make people understand that you understand on their level, and then also that they are following along. You're stacking this information all the way through the webinar for those 15 or 20 minutes that you have that webinar till the end, where you are along the way also trying to close them to set a meeting. So you have to close the meeting within the meeting, not at the very, very end. So that we started doing this pre-COVID, and it just happened to roll right through COVID, and we did pretty dang well because of it. And as Sean said, hey, we're at plus or minus 70% of people schedule meetings with us from the webinar. So it's been great. It's been great for our team and our guys. I would do the meetings initially, and then now we do the webinars, and our teams of advisors are the ones that take the meetings.
Generating new business is hard. We've gone through it. Sid spent a lot of his money while I've tested new ideas and new strategies.
Thanks, Sean. I appreciate that.
But over time, we know it works, and we use it in our own business, and we'd love to be able to work with you and help you and just make your life easier. And so we have 3 businesses. Sid, do you want to talk about those?
Sure. I mean, so we have our IMO, or all-inclusive insurance services. That's our IMO, where we do we have 190 different insurance contracts for for every type of insurance business that you need, fixed index annuities and life insurance and others. We have our own RIA firm, which is Miramontes Capital. And we also have our own broker dealer, which is Balanced Security Planning. So we can help advisors in any one of those groupings, any one of our companies, or you can help you in any one of them or all of them, depending on what you need help with. So we're here to help, and we're here to help you grow. We know I've been there. We have a lot of stories to tell about, growing our business and losing tons of it from other people not being as cool and straightforward about how to do business as you were. But we know that, hey, growing your business is tough. That stuff is part of all of it, and making it continue to grow over time. So we're here to help.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Thank you.